We are going to learn about the 4 humours or the 4 temperaments. Okay, they do come up in Shakespeare quite a lot. Temperament, temper, humour. What does humour and temper mean in the modern day? When you think about humour, what do you normally think about? Sorry? Irony, just humour, the word humour, if I was an alien. Something funny, right? Something that makes you feel good. But temper? Anger, right? So we've associated this with good and that with bad. But by Shakespeare's time, they were still using these words both neutrally to mean moods, okay? Or types of personalities. You know, what humour are you in? Are you in good humour? That might be funny. Are you in bad humour? Maybe you're sad or depressed or angry. Got it? Okay, so they kind of based this on what was the medical theory at the time from Hippocrates. Have you guys ever heard of Hippocrates? Hippocrates was the first doctor in Greece in the modern sense that we know doctors today. Every doctor today takes something called the Hippocratic Oath. The oath that they will save any life, whether you're a murderer, rapist, psychopath. They made an oath to save lives and not to ruin them. Okay, every doctor, and I think nurses take a similar oath. I don't know what oath paramedics take, but basically I know doctors take the Hippocratic Oath after Hippocrates. That's from ancient Greece. And we know that ancient Greece really influenced England at this time because there had been a Roman colony and Rome loved ancient Greece, right? They revered them. So this was the medical way of seeing things. But if you understand the Elizabethan chain of being, of which I have another video, please do check that out. I'll put a link in the description. You'll understand that they didn't see the world the way we do. Okay, today we go to like church for temple for our spirituality, school for our brains, theatre or movies for fun, sports for fun, you know what I mean? But in the olden days they saw everything as being interlinked. Your body was connected to your spirit, to your heart, everything was connected, right? And you see that a lot of ancient, you know, those cultures that still are very tied in with the ancient way of doing things, you'll see that a lot of them actually still have that idea, and the Western society is getting back to that idea. We understand that if you're stressed, that can cause your foot to hurt or whatever, right? Cool. So they kind of put people into 4 categories and said that you had a certain humor or a certain personality type. It could change, and according to them, it was because of what fluid was in your body. And if you had too much or too little, you were imbalanced, and then you'd be in one of these 4 humors. Got it? So the ideal person had all 4 of these humors completely balanced. Right, so let's see the 4 humours or the 4 temperaments, right? So the first one was phlegmatic, the second humour was choleric, the third sanguine, and the last melancholy. Right, so a phlegmatic person had too much phlegm. You know, like phlegm when we get a bronchial mucus, they say, okay, no, you had too much phlegm, that's why you're so phlegmatic, your personality is so phlegmatic. A person who was choleric, they said you had too much yellow bile. Right? A person who had too much black bile was called melancholy or melancholic. I can end like that as well. And the person with too much blood, they would call sanguine. Okay, so let's look at the person who is seen. And this is kind of, have you guys ever heard of the Myers-Briggs test? Have you ever done a personality test on like Instagram or something? Like, what personality are you? Okay, those are very popular today. But this was like the personality test from that time, right? So, a person who was phlegmatic would be not easily excitable, right? They'd be very, very lethargic and sluggish. They like to avoid conflict. They like to mediate between people. They're relaxed. They're peaceful. Let me see. I didn't put a lot of that around here. Relaxed. Who knows what lethargic means? Lazy. Kind of like a person feels on a Monday morning. That's like lethargic, right? Sluggish, same thing. Unexcitable, they don't like conflict, okay? They were associated with the element water, all right? So if you think about peaceful water, for the most part, water is not easily excited, I suppose. I think it is in the ocean, but okay. A person who was choleric was seen as quick-tempered, easily irritable, very passionate, independent, you know, like very fiery. They were associated with fire. Okay? Oh, nope, no space. Independent. Okay? Easily angered, that sort of thing, right? They're quick to move, they go, go, go. A person who was filled with blood was seen as sanguine. They were bright, they were pleasure-seeking, they were creative people, they're lively, they're buoyant, they have a high risk tolerance, they love risk and adventure because they're filled with blood, they fall in love too quickly, all of those things, right? Perhaps even a little bit foolish. Creative. If you guys are taking notes. Also passionate, right? And our melancholic person. What does melancholy mean? If I say that we were experiencing melancholy, it's very sad. Very sad. So they're associated with earth. That was those people were associated with air, that's why I drew a cloud. With earth, I drew a willow tree. Because melancholy kind of means sad, you know? But these are people who plan slowly and cautiously, and they think about things. Okay? So, as I said, this is an ancient medical concept called humorism. It says, I will just read it to you and see if you understand. Different people have different proportions or predominance of, I cannot read my own, okay, and the predominance define one's own temperament. Right? If you had too much or too little, that defined your temperament, that defined your mood. Did I say defined it? Oh, toddler. That defined your temperament, that defined your mood and your personality. Okay? And it is actually going to come up in what we're studying now, The Merchant of Venice. I believe it may also be referenced in The Winter Tale, which we are also doing now. Okay, while my kids are taking notes, I hope that's been very helpful to you. If it has been, please like and subscribe. If you have any feedback, please be sure to tell me in the comments. And remember to hit the notification bell for new videos. Thank you.